I'm like, I look like poop. Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball Diamond. Back again with day 680 of my ketogenic journey. Time flies when you're eating beef. Whatever though, right? Anyway, guys and dolls, I'm going to show you what I ate yesterday that was perfectly keto friendly. I'm going to show you the macros for it. Then I'll be right back with a chit chat weigh in and probably a little bit of a whiny spill. Okay, I won't whine. I promise. Much. Anyway, check it out. Oh, check it out. Hit thumbs up if you love me. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and ring that bell for notifications. And if you really love me, share away. Now I'll be right back with a chit chat and weigh in. I'm having a salad. I've got some chicken strips in here, just skinless chicken strips, breast, Olive Garden ranch, lettuce, and cheese. I got eggs, chopped up pork rinds, butter, salt, and pepper. I'm getting it good and hot, and of course, chicken thighs. This time I'm having the bone in with the what do you call it? Bone in with the skin. So we're gonna see how these fry up. It was actually pretty decent last time. I didn't expect it to be, but I did enjoy it. Well, it looks pretty good, y'all, I have to say. It's my chicken, my fried chicken. I got a little side salad, tiny one with some ranch. Double the ranch because I put some to the side for my chicken to dip in. Yum, yum, y'all. Really good. I'm pretty sure I just lost all my makeup and chicken grease, though. Technically butter, because that's what it was fried in. Okay, you guys, so calories and macros, 1,340 calories for all that, 4 grams of carbs, 109 grams of fat, and 86 grams of protein. So Food Line has a Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper on sale for 89¢ right now. All right, you guys. I'd like to say I feel a lot better today, but that would be a damn lie. I feel like hell. I'm even a little more achy today. My neck hurts too. Still in ketosis. I know this because let me weigh in. Yesterday I was 189.6. Today 188.4. 1.2 more pounds of the water weight gone. Good Lord, it's going slow, yo. But I realized I was on my lady issues. Lovely, right? That would explain some of the whiny, cry, titty baby kind of stuff that I've been doing lately. That is so not me, I swear to God. Mostly, I'm like you see here, I'm goofy. That's just pretty much it. I'm either goofy or doing research, and that's my life, or getting my ass kicked by a 5-year-old and a 5-month-old. Speaking of that beautiful little 5-month-old, guys, that youngin' had to go back to the hospital last night. I was holding him on my chest, and he was cuddled up in a towel because I wanted to keep him warm, and his head kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I mean, to the point it felt like it would burn you hot. So my husband came in there and he felt his head. He said he needs to go back to the hospital. I was like, yeah, I think he does too. So his daddy actually gave him some more Tylenol, and as soon as he gave him another dose of Tylenol, the baby looked like he fainted in my arms. Now, yes, he might have just been that tired and just fell asleep real quick, but it didn't look right. So I just stood up and said, okay, everybody, hospital now. And so me, his mom and dad, I drove, took Anthony back to the hospital last night, 45 minutes after having the Tylenol, and less than 4 hours from the last time he'd had the Tylenol, well, the ibuprofen, because they're doing an alternating thing so that he can have, a little more often. Well, 45 minutes after having Tylenol, his fever at the hospital was still 102.5. It just kept feeling like he was getting hotter. Now, of course, the doctors, he had a different doctor at the hospital this time. And I'm going to show you some clips from the hospital because that hospital is just wild, man. It's really odd. But I'm going to get to the baby feeling better first. So they did a chest x-ray to make sure there was no pneumonia or nothing like that going on. And they catheterized him just to make sure like he didn't have any UTIs or any kind of infections going on. Which is absolutely heartbreaking. I knew that grandma rather did not want to be in the room while they did that. I couldn't be with him with the x-ray anyway. They took his mom back there and she had to hold his little hands up in that little tube thing. It made her so sad because he was so mad that he couldn't move. He was screaming his head off. And then the catheter, I went and got gas, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, I couldn't see that. I am the type of grandma who has a ton of patience with babies. But if I think you gonna hurt a baby, even if you trying to help it, you at risk of getting punched in the nose. So it was best for me to excuse myself since his mother could be there. Now, if it was somebody I had to be there with, if their mom or dad wasn't there, I'd have stayed and held my tongue. But since mom and daddy was in there, grandma ran. Ain't gonna lie, grandma ran. Wasn't nothing I could do for him anyway. I didn't want to hear him cry and scream like that. So I went and got gas. We were also in an area that I didn't know a whole lot about the stores or what time they closed. Turns out there was a Sheetz pretty much right around the back corner of there, so they're open 24 hours. I just didn't know that about the area. I didn't even know that Sheetz existed. That Sheetz existed. So yeah, wild. But anyway, all the clips at the end are from that hospital. And like I said, this hospital is a really weird place. It's eerie. It's almost always empty. You can go in anytime and be seen like right away. They take the child or whoever straight back. They get on them straight away. There's nurses, there's doctors, there's people putting in your information all in the same room at the same time. They send you straight for the test and they come back straight to the room when the test results are back. This hospital is wild like that. And I would like to say it's just efficient, but nobody ever goes there. Ever. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's where we always go, you know. I mean, if somebody's sick, there's a hospital a little closer, but we go into the other one because we're going to sit in the waiting room of that one for 6 hours. Anyway, and this hospital is sandwiched in between 6 or 7 different cities or towns. So I don't really know why it's always so empty. Hell, if I lived in Winston, I would go to that hospital. It would be faster and quicker and more efficient. I don't know. But anyway, check out the clips of them. So I did manage to get, I think, 6 hours and 45 or 49 minutes last night. So pretty close to 7 hours once we did get back from the hospital. Anthony, of course, is doing quite well now. They did up his medication. They were doing alternating Tylenol and ibuprofen every 4 to 6 hours. But the fever keeps getting higher and it's like really hot and it's coming back well before the 4 hours is up where you could give him medication. So the doctor did some math and some calculations and came back in the room and said, okay, I want you to give him medication every 3 hours so that it doesn't have a chance to wear off. And I want you to give him a little bit more of each because of his body weight. So they are giving him medicine every 3 hours right now. He hasn't made it down here today, although my mom told me Aaron tried to bring me Anthony at 10 o'clock this morning, but I was asleep and the door was locked, so he just went back home and gave him some medicine and went on to sleep with him again. So I'm waiting to see Anthony. I miss my little boy. He's so sweet. My little boy. My little grandbaby. You know what? They're still my little boys. It don't matter. It's just once removed. Anyway, check out this little video of Anthony I got at the hospital last night. It's so cute. What you doing, sir? Are you trying to pull the cord off your toe? What'd you say to me? Oh, hi. You like to talk to the camera, don't you? Yeah, I know you're sick. Mm-hmm. You tell Grandma all about it.
Oh, he was trying to play with Aaron real cute earlier. Aaron was sitting in your chair across from him because he got a little upset. Aaron sat there. He calmed down. He just wanted something to sit at, I guess. But he kept kicking his feet at Aaron. I was like, babe, just reach over and grab his foot. Like, just.
Hi.
And then Aaron realized what he wanted. It was adorable.
Grandma needs to stop filming you, don't she? But you're so cute. I love you. I love you. See, I had a chest x-ray and a catheter, and they checked everything to make sure I was good to go, and I'm good to go. Well, except for the fever coming back, but we got that handled too this time, I think. All right, guys. So the world is a crazy, crazy place, and people are sick and hurting and injured and depressed and all those terrible, horrible things. But guys, we don't have to be. And not everything, but a lot of the things that we go through in our lives are choices and decisions we make. And we have to just do better at making those decisions and choices, especially when it comes to our foods. That is an easily controlled thing, and I know a lot of people struggle with stuff like binge eating and stuff, and for you it'd be more difficult. But you still can control it. My lights just flickered. It's raining like crazy. Please don't go out, lights. I don't want you to go out. I hear Anthony and Corey. But we need to make those choices for ourselves, because no doctor we go to is going to care as much about our lives as we do. No pharmacist is going to care as much about your life as you do. So you have to take responsibility for your own life. And I would encourage you, because I've seen how it works and I know how I feel, to start a ketogenic journey if you have not yet done so, or to get on keto and be a little more strict with your keto journey. I know a lot of you are doing low carb, and if that works for you, that's wonderful, but I would still encourage you to edge towards keto. It has been a life-saving miracle for me. It really has. My whole body feels so much better when I'm in ketosis. And when I'm kicked out, I can feel it. I can tell it. I know it. It's not fabulous. It's not fun. So I would definitely encourage you to start keto. And if you're doing keto and you're having success with it, or even if you're struggling with it, please start a YouTube channel or a Facebook page or group. Get your information out there. Maybe, and if you're struggling, maybe there's people that can help you. And if you're doing well, you can help other people. You can get them on the right track in their journey. So please share your journey and your experiences with other people. That's how we help each other. I mean, if you're like me, I have no money. I can't give anything to anybody, but I can give them knowledge. I can hold their hand. I can be their friend. I can help them that way, which is why, I've got that website. It's got all the information on it with a full foods list. I've got playlists here on my channel to teach them how to do it. And if they send me an email, if you send me an email or a Facebook friends request, I will answer any question you have. This is how we help other people. This is, how people give 10% to the Lord or 10% to the people. I give my 100% here. This is how I help, because I don't have monetary means to help. So I help emotionally and physically as much as I can. Rant over. I don't think this video is very long today. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, because most of my day yesterday was spent either nursing or helping a sick baby, or taking him to the hospital and trying not to cry when he was crying. Let me go get him and see if he feels like being on video. Hold on. Anthony, look, it's you and Mama. Hi. Oh, you feel so much better. You're not even warm. Oh my goodness. He's not even warm at all. Yesterday he just stayed warm even after medicine. Stayed not super hot after the medicine after a while. Sometimes he stayed super hot too. Hi, bright eyes. You look so much healthier today. Thank God. Thank God. Yes. He'll be so pretty. Oh. You was after my hair, wasn't you? Or my necklace. Let me take him back to Mama and Daddy. Be right back, y'all. So that jacket was my other grandson, Zach's, when he was a baby. Adorable, wasn't it? I know I look like hell today, guys, but I make no excuses. I was at the hospital till really late last night. And I don't feel great either. So I'm doing what I can. I'm walking upright. Enough said, okay? Done swept the floors, done cleaned off Zach's bed, put everything in the washer and dryer. I'm tired. Still got work to do. And I'm hoping hubby's job calls me tomorrow or sometime soon. I don't know when they will. I don't even know if they will, but I think they will. I'm hoping. I'm ready to have a job and some money of my own. Oh my God. What will that be like? Now, for those of you who don't know me, I've been married for almost going on 22 years. And for most of that, I was a housewife. Now, there were a couple times I was a professional photographer, and I was a general manager at a convenience store for a little while. Three, whichever one needed whatever that day, and that's pretty much it. That's been my the bulk of my career life I worked at News and Record in Greensboro for a little while. But other than that, I've been a housewife for the most part, you know? House grandma, house mom, all that good stuff. So I haven't really made a whole lot of money of my own other than my adult stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about there. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so other than, you know, basically a side gig, and that's it. I've really never had much money of my own. I'm ready to have a job. Guys, before I found keto, guess what? I was sick and dying. I was applying for disability. There was so much stuff I couldn't do, like, you know, walk 20 feet without catching my breath and feeling like I was a death door. Holy crap. Talk about immediate feeling like you're going to die. There's so much more I can do now. It's so wonderful, and I love it. Do I love it? Now, of course, I have my moments in my days. And, like, right now, I've got a burst of energy. And 15 minutes ago, I didn't feel good. So it's kind of like this on and off thing for me at the moment. I don't know what's going on with my body. It's being stupid. Could have something to do with PMS and being sick, too. I don't know. But right this minute, I feel great. Probably because my grandson looks like he's over his. And that makes Grandma happy. All right, you see, I had to put my hair up because he's 5 months old. And with a 5-month-old, you know you'll lose half your hair if you leave it down and then get their little claws into it. Start keto if you haven't. If you're struggling with it, stop struggling with it. Get back on track. If you need my help, contact me. I will help everybody. I would help my worst enemy do keto because it's important. So contact me. I don't mind. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Also, got all kinds of links in the description below with ways you can help support the channel, which would be nice, and ways you can get a Keto Cutie t-shirt, which those things do support the channel too, and the website. So it helps me keep them running because I don't have any money and they cost money. So there's ways to contact me, my website, everything down there. Much love. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So I just want to show y'all something real fast. You see how empty this parking lot is? I mean, this is a massive medical complex. It's a new hospital. It's been open for probably about 2 or 3 years. So I guess I shouldn't say a brand new hospital, but relatively new. And I'll tell you about it. Hold on one second. Okay, so the reason I bring it up, or I show y'all the hospital, is so you can see just how empty the parking lot is and how very open it is. Every step I took on the way out to the car sounded just like somebody with work boots was following me. Creepy as hell. I'm wearing flip-flops, so it's not my shoes. But it sounded just like I was being followed all around the damn parking lot. I pulled my big flashlight out of my purse. Didn't see a damn thing at all. Nobody's outside. And, sorry, my windshield wipers. But I had to leave. They're getting an x-ray for the baby and everything. I believe he's going to be fine. We brought him back a second time, and I'll tell you all about that in a little bit. But I had to leave to go get some gas because I'm familiar with the area, but not familiar what time the stores close. It's already almost midnight, and I want to get gas because I need gas before we head home. So, yeah. But it sounded just like I was being followed. Okay, you guys. So there's something else really kind of weird about this hospital. This is, like I said, not a very old hospital. Been here about 3 years. Maybe a little longer. Maybe quite a bit longer than that. I need to really look and see how long it's been here. A large medical complex, almost always empty. And like every single time we come here, they take whoever we bring straight back. The doctors and nurses are right on the case, right then and there. The only thing you have to wait for are test results. And they read them to you the minute they come back. So it's kind of weird to me that this place is always empty like that. It's in a nice, really upscale place. We always come here. There's a hospital probably about 5 minutes or 10 minutes closer, but this one's always empty, and they always get you like right away. So, you know, if you speed, you can make up the difference anyway. But it's just weird how empty this place always is, and it's huge. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, before I go back inside, one funny story. So I got a message from Destiny in all caps. Joni, Brian made his own sandwiches, which she actually spelled it funny. She spelled it sand and wicked witch. Anyway, I know she can spell better than that. But she said he made his own sandwiches. He said, don't tell him I told you, because he said he would kill me in my sleep. So I told her, I said, you better lock your door tonight. And Big Brian just texted me and said, did she tell you? Or did she tell on me? I was like, what are you talking about? He said, I told her I'd kill her in her sleep. I was like, okay. And then I sent him the screenshot. Crazy people.